And I know you're not supposed to say that out loud, but I think in this case, it it has some merit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone is doing great. Bear with me, my things are a little wonky right here. I have to check my sound levels and such and get everything going. So while I do that, hopefully, nope, that is definitely not moving. Okay, maybe a twisting. Should I twist you? Wait, I'm smarter than this. I can just twist this part. Oh my god. I think I did it. I think we did okay. I could be wrong. My mic is not it's not in the ideal position right now. This is the perfect opportunity for me to put up my little mic stand and talk. But again, I got to check my audio levels. Got to check everything. Happy Sunday, folks. Headphones. They're on my head. Welcome to the podcast. Of sorts. It's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride. FYI, I've warned everyone already. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, no, I can't. I cannot do that. Oh, there we go. Well, it looks like things are working. Hello? Hello? Oh, that's fantastic. Sounds great. Got our little screensaver there. Making sure chat's working. Yep. So I have a whole bunch of material for this podcast that is not integrated into my system. I'm trying to do a mad dash and doing all the things and getting all the footage. But it doesn't matter because sorry, I'm sore from last night. I already forgot what I was saying. I'm not safe, so it's very. I was supposed to do that prior, so there will be a safety meeting in here somewhere. But trying to integrate everything and get everything ready. Once the podcast is done and we've said all the things and all that stuff, it's all good. We will have it all integrated and prepared for the podcast upload to YouTube. That's going to take a little more time and effort, and I have to do it, of course, before the DLC drops. So, challenge accepted. All right, let me move some stuff here before I meaning we get underway. Because the way my setup is right now, it's not ideal. I should be a little closer to the mic, and I can't get the mic closer to me. Oh, that worked. But I feel like if I breathe wrong, it's going to crash bang into something. So we made it. We made it. I don't know if anyone has gotten this meme while it's been rolling while I'm sitting here trying to get stuff ready. But I love the meme. I love it. And I remember when it came out, when it wasn't a meme, before memes were memes, there was this. And I thought it was clever. And being classic video game player myself, just knowing how some of the US versions of things didn't transfer over well. And by well, I'm being generous. And this is a perfect example of what can occur when someone thinks they know a language and they say, sure, don't bother outsourcing. I got you. And then, of course, we have a problem. All right, let me make sure it's my headphone. Not sure. Yeah, this me. Oh, I can't hear. Aha. I was turning the wrong knob. That'll do it. One day I'll label all these, but it's not gonna be today. So basic rundown of the podcast. I'm doing it solo because most people who I play Elden Ring with, any Souls games really, they don't live near me. I have one friend who's just come back home, um, away at school, just came back home. Uh, he's the only person that I could talk to or even have like physical contact with in regards to Elden Ring. And when we get a chance, we play together. But I don't have Ultimate right now. Sorry, Xbox game players of my fellow tarnish in the realm of Xbox. I don't have Ultimate. It's been a an experience just to stay afloat, as it were. But yeah, rundown of the podcast is really just going to be discussing what the hell did we experience for the last like almost 3 years, and what we're going to be experiencing going forward, what we like, what we don't like, lore bits up the wazoo bits, and basically I don't know if expectations is the right word. It's like there are different kinds of people, which is the whole discussion that came around the inspiration for the podcast, was that there's so many people who play video games, right? Then there are so many different types of gamers. There are people who only play certain types of games and that's it. There's other people that try to dip their hand into everything. So when you have a game that comes along, it's like a dream game, you know, you're like, oh, I can do everything in this game. I can do this, I could be a that, I could do, and then you get into builds, because you know, way back in the day, you were this little sprite running across the stream. You have a screen, you had a name already, and you were doing the story. You were playing out a story that is already scripted. You have no say, you know. Then they started getting into, well, what if we gave the players options and that would change the game? And that's our way, with our limited capacity to, you know, with space, to make the game bigger, theoretically. And once that line of thought started going, you know, down to where it is today, that was it. You know, it was like, oh my God, we could make games bigger by just tweaking things a little bit and hiding things and seeing if people are, you know, they like it so much they're gonna try to hit every wall, kneel down in front of every castle wall. You know, I'm looking at you, Simon's Quest. You know, I love Castlevania. I'm a Castlevania fan, big time. I think I have all the games except for like 2 of the classics. But like Mirrors of Fate and stuff, the what is it? Lords of Shadow. I may have one hard copy, but I don't have the other ones. And I know that Mirrors of Fate, I think it was just a download, like a DLC. I don't think it had any sort of hard copy. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, back to Elden Ring. So that stirred the discussion of how, wow, you know, you go from, you know, 1985, you know, 1986 and 7 in that genre, where the idea of having a home console was newer, but also getting more mainstream because of the promotionals, the media, you know, and the media then is so different than now. So it's more like the outlets that you could plug in your merchandise, your whatever, you know, your product, your add-ons for a product, your accessories, all that stuff. It's also it's a business thing on one end, and on the other end, it's like, we want to bring this home. We don't have dollars and dollars and dollars to go to the arcade and spend and spend and spend all the money we're dumping in arcades. We could just make that money, and then they could just buy the games, and they have their own arcade cabinet that they could program themselves. And that, you know, now fast forward to 2022, and this game that people have been waiting 6 years, 6 years in the making. I feel like it was more, but 6 years in the making. You have a fan base already established, so you know you're doing something right. And it's not just a niche thing anymore. Like Elden Ring blew it all. I mean, even Dark Souls 3, and Dark Souls 3 was my first Souls game. And I didn't hear any of my other gamer friends talking about it, except for the friends I made on, the consoles, Xbox, where they're like, hey, have you played it? Now, funny story, I bought way back when you could still buy PS3 games at GameStop. I mean, a few of them, they're still around, but not as much, or Electronics Boutique or whatever. I remember picking up Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 2 for PS3. And I brought them home, and I was so happy. And not to play them. I didn't buy them just to play them. Hello, boo 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 boo, Nate. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, Sleepy. Glad you could tune in. I'm just talking shit right now, but it's important. You it's hard for me. When I get a game, I don't it's rare that I can just go get a game and play it when I get home. I hear Nate. I'm doing pretty good. I'm behind in the times with my podcast, but I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well. I hope you get a nap. It's been a while. I don't think since like Harry Potter Legos 2, like years 5 through 7, that I went and I hiked out in the rain to get a copy of it because it was supposed to be delivered that Wednesday when it dropped, and that's when Big Kmart and Super Big Kmart was still around, and I hiked in the pouring rain because I didn't drive at the time from my house all the way there, and it was far. Took about maybe 40-minute walk, but in the rain, everything feels more. So let's say an hour. Then I get there, and I find out their shipment of the games hasn't arrived yet. But the guy was nice enough to tell me, you might want to try this other store, which was another Kmart. But it was like, for me, I think it would be crazy to have 2 Kmarts this close, but it was a hike on foot. So I had to hike more in the rain. And then Kodiak, hello. Thank you for the subscription, sir. How are you? Good morning. I know you have to run. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't think the Sea Dragon Roar is gonna play on this one. I have to allocate the sound alerts in here on the laptop. I'm not on my PC, so I will somehow figure out how to give you back 100 points, or Metal knows how to do that. I'm sure if I can I'll ask Metal, like, hey, how do you give somebody their points back? We'll figure it out. Or I will play it for you nonstop for like 2 minutes one day when I'm streaming back on my PC. Yeah, I'm tired of stupid fucks too. I totally relate. We're doing good. We got off to a little bit of a late start, but we're here. Testing stuff out. I'm trying to see if I do one thing in the background while I'm doing this live, if it will mess up anything. But I haven't braved it yet because I'm telling a story. So I hiked it to the next super big Kmart, and they had like they the guy looks at me and he sees I'm soaking wet and he goes, he like squints his face, and I'm like, hi, as I'm wiping rain from in front of my brow. No, actually, this is what I said. I said, y'all got your shipment of Legos Harry Potter today? And the guy's just looking at me, and he doesn't say a word. I remember him just like squinting, then blinking, and then coming from behind the counter with his keys and opening this shelf, and apparently there was a box that, like, they hadn't even finished loading it in. So he opens the shelf, realizes it's not in there, and then looks inside the box and opens it, and there are 3 copies, brand new plastic, smells like a brand new car, in the box. And he pulls them out, and they're in his hands, and I'm like, one of those is for me. And he's like, he finally speaks and says, yeah. And I just remember being, oh my God. I'm slightly perturbed, but more elated. That one, the guy didn't send me on a wild goose chase from the other super Kmart, but 2, that that I'm gonna get my fucking game today. So I got my game. They wrapped it in like 4 thick plastic bags for me because I told them where I lived. And they were like, oh, okay, you didn't drive here? I said, I don't drive. They were like, you was walking? Hence the soakage of my body. Yes. So then, of course, they were like, oh, we got to wrap this up. And at the time, I had a roommate here, and I hiked all the way home, exhausted, sopping wet, soaked shoes, squishy socks. Oh, I can just feel it. I just felt it shimmer through my body. And my roommate sees me and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, drop the bag on the couch, and I proceed to go to the bathroom, get out of my super wet clothes, rinse off my body with warm water, wrap myself in a towel, dry off, put on some, ciao for now, my love. Put on some warm pajamas and get back into the living room, smoke a bowl with my roommate, tell her what happened, and then I had to have her open the plastic because I was too flustered to even do that. But once it was open, it was inside the Wii, and I was playing it, and I played it for hours. I just could not stop playing Harry Potter Legos. Let's see. What's the soakage? Exit was a sponge that day. Absolutely, I was. Your Captain Exit was a Captain Sponge. All right, here we go. We're gonna risk something real quick. Let me know if something bad happens. I don't know. I don't know if it'll let me do this. It might break stream. We may break the stream real quick. If it breaks, I apologize in advance. This is my first time. But I really do want to try something. I could probably do it on a break, but if it doesn't work now, then theoretically it wouldn't work if I was on a break. Blood balloon. Blood balloon. That sounds dope. All right, let's see what happens. You ready? We're gonna risk it. I'm so scared right now, guys. I'm so scared. I just don't know if it'll work. I believe it will. I believe it will. I believe it will. I believe it will. Okay, so let me. Oh, I know what to do. Okay, wait. So far, so good, guys. Okay. Just in case that's abrupt, I'm going to mute it. Oh, Miss Meadow, what is up? Oh, my God. Hello. Greetings. I was late. I started broadcasting at 11:11. So make a wish. Everybody gets to make a wish. The wishing is active throughout the whole stream, might I add. Checking in, I can't see. Wait, can you not see? What can't you see? Oh God, I'm in the middle of an experiment. Can you not see anything? Can you not see anything? Oh no, wait. What am I doing? Okay, everyone can hear me and see the stream still, right? I haven't had a debacle yet. What's up? Oh, do me, do me, do me. My glasses. Oh, it's only your glasses. I'm so sorry and relieved at the same time. Thank you. I can't find them. You're fine. All right, let me see. Okay, I did that. I did that. Let me. Okay, this may break stream. I'm just saying. I'm just. Why is everything not working? Ah, there it is. How we doing? Looks good so far. I don't think I broke anything. No, we can't hear you. Are you serious? You can't hear me at all? Can you hear me now? Oops. No, yeah, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Still in the process of breaking stream. Oh, look who came in. PP Mike. That's weird. I can hear me. Okay. Yes, you can't. Or yes, you can't. All right, let's see what happens. Because, you know, destroying stream and all. Nate, I'm going to kill you. No snacks for you, Nate. And I have goodies today. All right, let me see if this works. All right, this button I press may kill it. So just bear with me, please. Just bear with me. Okay, I pressed it. Are we still okay? Eat snacks anyways. All the snack bags have super glue on them. You're gonna be the snack bag. You're gonna be it. Okay, took care of that. Oh my God, it's working. Holy shit, I'm a genius. I can't do the other thing I wanted to do. Unfortunately, I had a slideshow planned out, but I can't do that because all the... so I ran out of storage space in Google. Basically, I was working on and doing this for since 2016. So yeah, I ran out of space. Couldn't back up my stuff from OneDrive. It won't register. I can't get any emails except the one I got this morning or last night before I went to the fire. That was mucho importante. Okay, it worked. I'm impressed. I thought this would break stream for sure. I'm on a laptop. I'm not even on a... You bought a lighter? I have snacks for you, Kodiak. You will not be stuck. Don't worry. It's for those people named Nate, you know. All right, let's see if this this breaks my shit. Wow, I honestly didn't think this would work while I was streaming. I got something for you guys though. It's I just gotta set it up while I'm setting all this up. But I figured I'd get basically the intro out of the way. I have some shout outs to give. Miss Meadow is one of them. Miss Meadow donated footage for said podcast. Um, Elden Ring Invasions, Corpse Grin also did. Shaliir also did. Friends Call Me Cook. Cook also did. I did. Thank you, Captain. Um, so we have a smorgasbord of things here, but it's just getting them to the right places so that OBS can see them. And that is honestly, aside from the audio issues, that has been the the challenge. I got something. Yeah, yeah. And you're in another PS4. That's crazy. um. So yeah, getting back to what we were talking about. Games. Last game I think I ran home to play immediately was Harry Potter Legos. And after that, I was not going nuts about, you know, getting a game and playing it right away. So when I bought, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, they sat there. They literally sat. I've never played the Dark Souls 2 disc. I've played the Dark Souls 1 disc and I played the Demon Souls disc, but I've never played. Or maybe I didn't play the Dark Souls. No, I did. I wanted to see how different it was from the remaster with my friend. Whoa, excuse me. Hold on. That came out of nowhere. So, and the reason behind it is that I knew at the time I knew I wasn't in a good space. Not like things were bad, but to play, I knew from people they were like, if you go into these games, you have to have the right mindset. And I'm like, well, what the fuck does that mean? What does the right mindset mean? And I knew that after a while from talking to people that yeah, I would need to dedicate time to this game. It couldn't just be a rush and done kind of thing. That's not okay. We have to give it some time. So I decided to forego playing it until I was in the right frame of mind to give it my all, to dedicate my gamer self to these, amazing games, because that's all I keep hearing is that they're so amazing, they're amazing, they're amazing. And I'm like, I hear ya. Oh shit, hold on. Oopsie. God. Oh, okay, so that's one. Oh, last one. Okay. I just lost count. So sorry. So I was trying to dedicate basically myself to this experience, and the opportunity just didn't present itself. I knew I wasn't ready. Other games came along. I started playing, Xbox Online with friends, and it didn't click until 3 years ago when I started streaming on Twitch, and I was playing with my friends, and my friend Nick asked me, hey, do you ever play any of the Dark Souls stuff? And I was like, funny story. I told him I had him. And he goes, wow, you never played him? I said, nah, I never played him. He goes, well, the kind of gamer you are, I think you'll like it. And I've been wanting to ask you if you would play 3, if you were interested. So basically, he bought me Dark Souls 3 to play with him and to have the experience. And I can remember the first complaint I had was the fucking buttons. I was like, I can't. I don't think I'm the gal. I can't get. Oh my god, how do I do this? Oh no, like it was just maddening. And he's like, yeah, it takes a little bit, but you'll get it, just practice it. Now, mind you, this is prior to finding out about backstabs. I didn't know about backstabs and how to do them. I saw other people do them. I saw people do them on me. I didn't know how to do it. I still don't know how to fucking parry. I try, but parry is like one of those niche things. That's the nichest thing in the fucking game is parrying, and then knowing the scaling. Those two things, like how the mechanic. I've watched videos on how it works and how to break it down, what to use, what don't, what cancels out. Like in Elden Ring, oh, eating a food on top of another food cancels out. I said, why the fuck is that a thing? I have a stomach. It digests everything. Why is my shrimp negating my crab? They're both seafood. They're going in the same place, and I'm guessing tarnished poop and pee. So what the fuck is the problem? You know what I mean? But again, you can't just sit there and gobble all these buffs and like, I'm ready, because I get it. But the logic behind it, having to figure out what things go with what, like what, the buff system, and like that's a whole thing. When you're just trying to play the game, you have a jump now, because oh my god, in Dark Souls 3, not being able to jump was like, because every time I say that, people go, well, you can jump, and it's the way they say it that I want to just punch them in the mouth. Like, yeah, well, I could do this, because no, jump should have a button. Blocking in fighting games shouldn't have a button. I'm looking at you, Mortal Kombat. But it does. And it's not like I don't like watching them, and I'll button mash along with the rest of the people. But with Elden Ring and Dark Souls and From Software games, you're not in there to do that. Okay, we did it. It's finished. You're in there to explore and have fun. You're in there to do things and experience a story. And I think the thing that got me really more sucked into Dark Souls 3, because for me, Dark Souls 3, once I learned mechanically how to survive, it came down to exploration and the feel of the game. And I found myself really just locking into Castlevania, like Dark Souls 3. And I'm not the first person to say this, and I definitely won't be the last. But Dark Souls 3, to me, is the most Castlevania game in a 3D. Like even Lament of Innocence and what is it? God, Lord of Shadow and something of Darkness, Heart of Darkness, or whatever the fuck it's called. When Castlevania got into the 3D, it wasn't the same. Like Dark Souls 3 reminds me, I look at it and go, that's the 3D Castlevania that I wanted. Oh my god. I'm checking on chat. Plays Mortal Kombat with Captain. To be a... You bought Warhammer 4000. I've never, welcome back, Kodiak. I've never played any of the Warhammer. I mean, I haven't even played the live Warhammer. I painted the figurines because that's the only part of the game that I was really interested in, was painting. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to paint. All right, so that's done.
His regen.
All right, so I have that done. So this is
because right now new customers can bet $5.
There we go. Okay. But yeah, I mean, aside from not having a whip, Dark Souls 3 super duper Castlevania for me. Like, oh man. Yeah, see, I don't understand why I'm getting audio. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yep. So, Oh, I know why this isn't working. Because that volume is all the way up. Okay, I'll have to remember to turn up the volume before I start playing anything. But it's all right. We're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna be a fucking expert by the time we're done. Holy crap. But anyway, yeah. Dark Souls 3, Super Castlevania for me. And then having that experience of just like the storytelling. That's where I was going. Storytelling in Dark Souls 3. Like my first initial experience with how Miyazaki likes to get into your mind and convey information. And then I played Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, didn't beat either of them. I honestly am not a big fan of Dark Souls 1. I'm more of a fan of Dark Souls 2 because of how it feels. Not necessarily the areas and all the stupid shit you have to deal with, especially with co-op, but the fact that of how it feels. It feels more of like an adventure game than a Castlevania game. Um, a Metroidvania style. It feels more like you're traversing huge tracts of land. You're traversing whole sections of areas within areas within areas. And whereas Dark Souls 1 and 3 are both, they are linear, circular, and lateral. Dark Souls 2 is kind of like a big flat, what's this called, Sagan call it, flatland. It's like a 2D space in a 3D universe. Like that's how it plays out for me. And then Demon Souls I really liked. I can't wait to get back into that game. It felt very much like the predecessor to Dark Souls 3. It was that Castlevania vibe, but that whole, like, it had a topographical mix of things of 2 and 3, and with some of the quirkiness of 1. Like everything in all the other games, everything is in that game. You play Demon Souls and you realize you'll start seeing the aspects of, okay, da. Now, Bloodborne, I was having fun with Bloodborne. I really liked it. I got stuck and I just left it alone. Now, I have a hard copy of it, so that'll be at some point, And I feel like Bloodborne is sort of like a passion project. I think it was like, Miyazaki tends to stay within the medieval realm, but then there's this like transition from medieval to Victorian and Gothic and stuff like that, where it has that, Castlevania castle vibe, but it's thrown throughout. And again, in Castlevania you find experimental things and lab rooms and stuff, like, of the time, of whatever time is reflected. And I love that about Bloodborne, is that everything is just it's an homage to all of these things that kind of don't fit anywhere else. It's almost its own genre because it's got everything in it, but it all fits and works. What happened? Hold on. We are checking. We're checking the things. There it is. Okay, so it just didn't needed a minute to register, I guess. All right, hold on 1 segundo, por favor. Okay, so there will be, no, stop it. Oh God. Okay. Again, just had a hiccup. it's like delayed. Co-op it. That's where chickens go. Coop. Yes. Let's get this party started. I know. Bye, Nate. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. I know you're busy, and I'll see you later. We can co-op it. Metal, you want to co-op Demon Souls? Geese. No geese. No geese. Oh my God, the geese. I work in my new job so many geese. It's a little. What happened? Okay, something is amiss here. Give me a second, because I don't understand what happened. So for some reason this didn't work this time. Okay, you know, hey, we're trying. We're trying the things. I don't see it, so. Oh, crap. Hmm. Well, that's definitely going to be a problem. All right, bear with me, because here we go with the. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Okay, okay. I'm going to have to finagle this to work a different way. But hey, you know, this is why there are multiple ways to do things. Because you don't want to get stuck when something doesn't work, you know? Okay, so let's see if I can. I'm trying to trick my computer. There we go. I did it. I'm sorry for the trickery, but I love you. So I'm down to I don't have it for PS4. I have it for PS3. um, but I'd be totally down to co-op Demon Souls. I didn't get far, but where like traversing where I was, I had an amazing time. I wasn't freaked out. I wasn't pissed off. I wasn't scared. I wasn't like, oh, this is just too much. I can't, stuff like that. I was so thrilled with it. And again, it's the predecessor. And the one before that I have too. I have Eternal Ring, which Shaliir. Uh, Let me double check this. Shaliir was streaming, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. I didn't think that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I did it right. I didn't know that you could still get it or play it. And there's emulators, whatever. I get it, but like, I don't know much about those. So all my stuff is like either hard copy or downloaded. And Miss Metal has seen my game room. It is full of games. There's games in my studio. There's a stack of Xbox and then another stack of PlayStation. There's Bloodborne right there. And then I have a DVD of. Oh no, that's not a DVD. That is Soulstorm Oddworld. This is a DVD of Ghost in the Shell Collector's Tin Box. Yes. Okay. I'm like, what do I even have over here? But now so beating Dark Souls 3 twice. Right? No. 1, 2, 3. 3 times, because I'm in New Game Plus 2. It that was a journey. That was a trek and a half just to get that done. And like the circumstances in which you are trying to get all of these things accomplished is a little, for me, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, well, you got to do what now? Talk to whom? Who? So that was a good little, because you could just mess up your whole run and have to start from again. And that's why I like the idea where Miyazaki's storytelling comes in, because it gives you options. And after beating 3 for like the 3rd time, right? No, I beat it twice. No, I'm in New Game Plus 2. So I got my friend Nick, the same one that bought me Dark Souls 3. Bought me and sent me the book called You Died. And oh crap, no, 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 never mind. I goofed up. Never mind. I forgot to do one thing. Yep, there we go. Nope, there we go. I don't like that these two buttons are together. Like, they're too close. Because you can accidentally hit one and then delete your stuff, you know? There we go. That's the second one. So reading that book gave me more of an insight. And it's called You Died. It's a companion to Dark Souls 1. I highly recommend it. It does have things of Demon Souls, Kingsfield, Eternal Ring, a little bit more Kingsfield, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. This came out prior to Elden Ring. So I read it and had a better understanding of really how this whole like franchise swept the underground, and now it's like all over the place, especially with Dark Souls 3, and then now freaking Elden Ring. But like the storytelling idea, all the interviews of Miyazaki that are in the book gave me a big insight. Like, I was going through pages, taking pictures on my phone, like, oh my god, and then like texting them to Nick, like, look at this. And his book, he's got all these parts highlighted because it gives you a better understanding of maybe some people want to know how a game should be played versus how they would play it, you know. And again, you play a game, these games are designed to be played however, you know. Nobody's gonna tell you no, you know, that people try, you know, let's not get it twisted, they do try. But it's like, really, like, I love how, especially younger people, sorry for the younger people out there, but I love how younger people complain, oh my god, that's not how you're supposed to, you got to do it like this, or oh, you're using that's whack, you know, like whatever. And of course they don't say whack, I say whack because I'm an ancient captain. But what I don't understand, because I'm listening to them going, why do you think your way, like, you want me to play like you? Is that what you're saying? So are you going to take the time to teach me your ways? Or are you just going to yell things at me and say, you should be doing this, or jest at how I'm doing things, you know? And they never have an answer for that. It's very like, oh god, you know. Then I come off as standoffish. And I'm like, no, I'm legitimately wanting to know, because I'm always willing to help other people. I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to teach. But you have to have the right attitude. And a lot of these people, it was like having a job. It was a coveted secret. Like, oh, you shouldn't teach people how to parry. And that means, you know, they'll kill you. Or weird concepts of like that. And I know the PvP part of the game became more of a thing for Miyazaki and team at From Software to deal with, because of how, and it's not just how a certain group of people play. It's how everybody plays and how it integrates the system, which is why at first I was very put off by PvP. Very put off. Hello. One Punchy. Hello. Shaliir. Hello. Everyone's here. I'm catching up with chat. I'm sorry. I'm doing multitasking. Hello. Samurai Kai. Welcome. Echo. Welcome. Happy Saturday, buddy. Everybody's here. I love death metal chicks. Elden Ring, yes. Samurai Kai, I hope you've been doing well. Oh my god, I'm the dumbest girl alive. I wasn't waiting, assuming you were gone. I had stream muted. You're fine. Artie, what's up? PvP blew up in DS3. Exactly. Thank you. That's what everybody was like, yo, the PvP in here is raw, da 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 da. And I'm sitting here going, fuck, that shit's garbage. I hate it. Get out of my world. I'd be so mad. And only because I'm in the middle of doing something. It's like driving. PvP is like driving. For those of you who don't drive, fucking get in a car. For those of us that do, it's driving. I'm minding my own fucking business. We're on our way, making our way downtown. And some jackass cuts me off. But not just in a cut-off way. What is the problem? Oops. Okay, I goofed. No. Oh my gracious. It's gonna make me go the long way. Of course, the last fucking one, right? It's okay. Whatever. I'm on it. Oh, that's the wrong button. Man, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons today. Fuck. There we go. Done. So they don't just cut you off in like just a cut off way, just somebody trying to make their way. You can tell when somebody's being a jerk behind the wheel and somebody's just like legitimately like, sorry, I really need to go. It's like that because you're behind in your car going, oh my God, what the fuck? And now I'm the kind of person that wants to drive up next to them and curse them out and have a whole full-on argument. That's the kind of person I am. But I don't do that too often anymore. But the difference between PvP and driving is that the driver, aka the PvPer, the invader, is now barreling their fucking truck towards you. Like, not only did they cut you off, but now they've slammed their brakes and they've put the shit in reverse and they're coming at you. And now you have to maneuver. I wasn't planning on... See, now learning this in Elden Ring, I run around with all kinds of PvP shit because I never know when I'm going to get invaded, especially if we're doing co-op or somebody's coming into my world to help me. I want to be prepared to deal with those fucking drivers who just think, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go drive my fucking truck in reverse into this bitch. Boom! You know what I mean? So that's how I see it. That's my analogy for me. Wow. What is happening? Hold on. Oh my God, there's so many things. Then play offline is the argument. Right, Artie, thank you. That's what I thought. I was like, that's the next thing. It's like, but I want to play with my friends. I bought this game with my hard-earned money or my parents' hard-earned money. I want to play my game with my friends. You want to play this game either solo with your friends and then play with your friends who are either solo in other people's worlds. And it's funny because a lot of the times when I was playing early on with PvP in Dark Souls 3, there'd be PvPers who come in, say hello, bow, and then like go run off and like show the way, or leave you things, or, anything. Like there were PvPers who killed like there were invaders who killed other invaders and I didn't know that I was like, what's going on? I remember being in that awful area in Dark Souls 3 with like those bug people and shit in the DLC, and this invader came out of nowhere and was running towards us and then like stopped and bow or waved and then just hung out there and like pointed the direction of where to go and like started walking slowly, and I still wasn't quite sure what the hell was going on. I was like, and Nick was like, yeah, this person seems pretty cool. It looks like they're showing us the way, And I said, okay, so we started following them, and another invader came in. Now, I don't remember how the mechanics works because I was playing with Nick and Rek at the time. I don't remember if Rek was there. I don't know if it's only one invader or if you could get two, depending on what you do. But, because in Elden Ring, it's the Taunter's Tongue. I can't remember what it is in DS3. But this other invader comes out of nowhere. He charging in with this big sword. And before this invader reached us, and we're getting ready, we're like, oh, shit. The invader that was leading us kind of turned around and just went. Now, again, the PvP invader is not thinking the other invader is on our side, so let him get a little bit of a berth, and it just came, backstabbed them from behind. Boom! Pop, pop, pop. Just started fighting him and killed him. And I was like, what? What am I watching? Are you an invader that hunts other invaders? Is that a thing? What? What is happening? And I haven't seen that too much since. I've seen it maybe once or twice in Elden Ring, because that game is just so bigger, it's so much bigger, and there's so many other places to invade. But that blew my mind because I'd never thought that I would see something like that. Someone not only helpful, but like, no, I'm gonna kill other invaders. Like what? But that's the thing, is that the game allows you to do so much. All right, hold on. I gotta blah 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 blah. Okay, that's done. Behind the scenes stuff, you know what I mean? Going crazy over here. All right, let's see. Give me a second. Files, and then I can check chat. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I got 4, 6. Oh, I'm missing something. No, I'm not. Maybe. You know what? It doesn't matter. At this point, it really doesn't matter. I am way too behind in the times. I wish there was an easier way to do this. Huh. Ah, okay. Yes, I know. Oh my god, I did not want to do that. Hey you. I hit the wrong button once again. Man, I'm batting 1,000 here. All right, you may hear something. I haven't figured out how to deal with this audio, but it's fine. Okay, let's see if I can maneuver fast enough, and that's the problem, really. It's fudge. It's not gonna let me do it. It's not gonna let me do it. There we go. I did it. I'm a fast maneuverer. But yes, weird PvP stuff. Again, the game lets you do a whole bunch of stuff. Whoa, why does it keep sending me here? What in the feek? And then, so we we know what we're doing. We know the things. We like we have this beautiful world to play in. Oh, that's the wrong button again. God, I gotta get on this wrong button pressing. Like, I gotta get better, I just gotta get better. I gotta get better. Oh, something's wrong. Oh. Anyway, game lets us do a whole bunch of crazy shit. That's the gist of the topic here that we're talking about. And it also encapsulates a story, but not just one main story, all these little intricate stories. And that's what drew me into Dark Souls 3, is like figuring out how to get the information that I was wanting, the questions I had. Who built this? Why are these people looking like that? What the fuck is going on? How come I can't die? Shit like that. Important. Audio. No, it's okay, Artie. Thank you so much again, Artie. Big shout out to Artie for helping me with my audio issues. I yesterday before I left, I figured out the VLC issue, and I was like, okay. I thought I was right, but I'd like to talk about the things I'm doing, because usually when I'm talking, that's when I find the fuck ups. Yeah, Phantom, I'm sorry. All the points, I should just put a pinned comment that says none of the redeems work for the podcast. I'm not on my PC, guys. PvP. Okay, wait. I'm going to read all this. Hold on. Shaliir. Hey, now I can do both. Jest at you for playing a certain way while trying to teach. Yeah, right? Exactly. Like, even when, that's the thing, is like, even when you are being jeered at, you're like, oh, well, I'll make a note of that. So that's how you do it. PvP is not like driving, because I certainly don't drive trying to corral people in my car into doing sick jumps in their car. Shaliir. uh, yep, it's better just to embrace it. Thank you. Artie, it took me 2.5 years to embrace it, and then it didn't quite become a thing, because again, most people don't like it because if they get killed by PvP, they lost their souls, they have to go back, and just getting to that part was hard enough. And I get it, because that's how I felt. However, when you realize that souls don't mean shit, then the game becomes, oh my god, I'm knocking over shit. Then the game becomes manageable when there's nothing to lose. And the funny thing, and this is an observation that I've made, like, how do I word this? The loss factor, and it comes up in the book You Died with Miyazaki, in an interview. It, like, the idea of how he tells his stories and why they are the way they are and why he enjoys it so much is very, very good. But the other part of that is the loss, right? You're like, okay, it's not like Diablo 2 or 3 or 4 where like you die and you lose all your shit. You know, you get to keep your stuff. There are other games like that where you die, you lost your shit, and you better have a backup, or, you know, and then before that, you couldn't even go back to your body. It was done. You just got to suck it up, go to the shop, back to the armor. Yeah, I need a bigger blade. You know, like that was it. But the fact that the loss factor is your currency for everything. Like, for instance, here's a perfect example of why I won't do a certain thing right now in the game without someone that, like, I need a, let me explain, because it'll make more sense when I explain. I have my 405 character on my Xbox, my very first Captain Exit character for Elden Ring. I've done everything. I figured out a few things that I missed along the way, but honestly, I just have to turn in some remembrances, track down any Ashes of War that I may have missed, which is where I left off when I was playing that character, and kill the complete golem. That has been like a personal goal of mine. And I know where the fucker is and everything. I just, getting to him. Like, I've watched the videos of the jumps. I've watched the little, the spirit springs that'll take you to the spot down there where you don't, like, all kinds of goofy skips so that you don't die from stuff. Okay. Whether I can implement those or not, but I am sitting on a chunk of souls that is going to get me to that 406 soon. I just can't pop anymore. So I'm like, well, I'm at the point where, like, I kind of need somebody to drop me some runes just so I can level up and then go back down to 0. I don't want to lose them. I worked really hard on those, and, you know, PvPing, helping people get bosses, you know, eating gold pickle foul foots right before I kill somebody, you know, like Grail or whatever. And I built them up. So the idea of trying to take Torrent down there just to kill this fucking guy that's optional, I won't. I won't do it. I won't do it until I get rid of these runes. So I've left him alone. And again, it's the fear of the loss. It's fear of losing. What the fuck is going on? Why isn't this working? Okay, I got it. Never mind. I didn't hit the button hard enough, apparently. And don't worry about the screen, guys. I'll have something up there in a minute. I'm just trying to behind the scenes shit over here, because I still don't know if everything actually all works. I know what worked, and I didn't want to be later than I already was, so I just said, fuck it, let's go. The loss. I can't level up. I can't level up my weapons. I can't level up my shield. Now you don't have to worry about armor or whatever, so you don't have to worry about leveling up armor. Although I kind of miss that. But you don't have to worry about, like, other things in lieu of everything revolving around your souls or your runes. Now, if you're not planning on leveling up your level, but you want to buy shit and you want to level up your weapons, it's not that bad. And that's where the dividing factor is for people who either want to play the game at a certain level and not level up, challenge runners, and PvPers. PvPers have these different brackets. So they'll go run around, maybe have people drop stuff for them, maybe, knowing to hit the spots for the stuff they need for their build, and then that's it. It's over. They don't need to worry about money. So they can go have fun and carefree life. You see, the different kinds of people that play this game and their mindset, different kinds of personalities behind the wheel of that fucking car, that's what, for me, makes the game uniquely special. The fact that all these different kind of genres are finding a home in Elden Ring, in the From Software universe. And it's great to see. I love it. I love, especially new players who are like just trying to figure out who they want to be. Like the idea that you could pick any character in the selection menu and still play the game however the fuck you want. It blows my mind, because it's just there kind of like a centerpiece. Like, this is your character. However, it doesn't have to be, All right, I think this worked. Let me see. Get out of here. Oh, shit. I'm going to catch up with chat in a segundo. Shit. I think it worked. It did. Again, it keeps fucking with me because there's a delay. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't remember whose any of that shit is. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to make sure I don't lose this. But that for me, it blew my mind. That, so many different kinds of players could find a home in this world, in the lands between. And for me, something that's all inclusive. Oh shit. I did this wrong. I'm sorry. Hold on, I gotta do it again. That is a level 3 oopsie daisy. So we're gonna go. That will work. Yep. Sure enough, baby, because it's in alphabetical orders. All right. Let's go catch up with the chat. It's been buzzing. Okay. These days I welcome invaders. Bring it on. Right, Miss Metal? Exactly. Remember, now go back to your first time messing around. You started magic. Let me tell you, I've never used magic in any of the games until Elden Ring, and I'm still not proficient. I'm not a good magic user. I'm not really good. Shaliir, good thing about Elden Ring is that there's a 15-minute timer for when trucks driving in reverse at you can happen. Yes. Great. 15 minutes to catch my breath, maybe get back to the spot I died in to get my runes or souls, and then maybe get a little further before I get invaded again. Fantastic. So that means I'm stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. And me and my friends can crush. Yes. Well, sometimes. I bought this game with my hard-earned money. I want to invade you. Neither of us are wrong for wanting to play the game through the systems the game encourages and allows. Right. That's the thing. I love that. That, well said. I love the idea that any type of player can play. It's a personal thing, and that's what I had to figure out personally. My personal gripe with it. Why does this piss me off so much? Because I used to lose my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did they let this happen? I was so close, and just whining and bitching about it because I lost all my runes. I can't get past this part. It took me forever to just find this place. It takes me forever to just get past the swamp. Oh my God, I'm poisoned. And then I'm here and I heal and then somebody got me. Yeah. 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 But I realized with the help of my friends that doesn't matter. That mindset is what cripples the people who say fuck this game and they don't play it again. And again, it took me a while to figure it out. It didn't deter me. I was determined to fucking beat this game, play this game, do this game, experience this game. But the headache was in PvP. And that's just one headache. There's a lot of other fucking headaches. There's a lot of headaches in all these From Softwares. Everybody has their own place that they're like, I fucking hate that place. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Like when I first played Elden Ring, I was like, Caelid, fuck you. And now it's like, I love Caelid so much. It's still terrifying, but I love it. I can appreciate it for what it is. And that's the beauty of the game. It's like, you have the opportunity. Whoop. No. Oh, please. No. I hit it one too many times. Shut up, computer. My God, I know. That's not the next number that comes after that. Jesus. All right. One more and I will almost be good. Getting mad at other people for doing the thing that they want to do in the game is stupid. It doesn't get you anywhere. It's just dumb. It's a dumb thing, you know? And I did it. I did it for a while until I realized that me complaining wasn't going to change how people play. Like reading the You Died book and reading the different accounts from PvPers' point of view, why they would do it. There are people who literally say, I wanted to be that asshole that stopped you from making progress. So when I read that in the book, I was like, so did you want to be like a boss monster? There's a game, a tabletop game called Boss Monster, and it's fantastic. I recommend it for anyone who has people to play games with. You play the bad guy. All of you, everyone at the table is the bad guy in the game. But they're their own bad guys. And they have their own towers or their own castle keeps or their own whatever the fuck, right? And you build your traps and your castle layer by layer, you know, with hidden things and all kinds of shit. And then you guys roll. Whoever's the higher one goes first, and they start. They're ready. On their turn, there's a tavern. It's in the center of the table. You flip a card. That's a hero card, and that hero is in the tavern, and they've drank their last ale, and they're ready to go fuck up some shit, right? And depending on the information on their card, will let you know what they are more attracted to. You have gold, weapons, and treasure, like items, right? Those three things. So if your layout has more money than everybody else's layout, that hero who has maybe 2 money bags or a money bag and, you know, a treasure will go and will be inclined to investigate your tower or your dungeon. And then your job is to fucking kill them before they get to the boss that you placed at the end of that dungeon. So you're basically the video game. And it's cool because like the game comes in like old NES boxes, like cartridge boxes and stuff. And the expansions come in like Game Boy boxes. It's so cool. But that's the idea, is like these PvPers that have that mentality of like, I'm gonna be one of the NPCs in the game and fuck with you. Like that mentality, it reflects the mentality in the real world where people are like that, where people cut you off dickishly, or where people, you know, skip you in line or just make things unpleasant for you. That's the the general consensus. Why are you not working? Did you do it? Yes, you did. Okay, it's just that delay really makes me nervous because I don't think that my thing worked, and then it does, and I'm like, fuck. Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's see what chat's saying. I am an Artie. I am an invader. I have embraced the chaos. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't. I'm it's not a part of my chemistry to be an invader. Not in the slightest. Okay, I think I got everything I need from this. Let's get rid of this. And then we're gonna catch up with chat. And then we're going to I'm gonna show you a few things here, but I am gonna move. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna move. I have not gotten safe all fucking day, guys. So this is the captain not safe. Not too much different from the captain when she's safe, but I know the difference. And unsafe captain is by far not as fun. Not as fun. Okay, let's see. I think. Yeah, I think I'm good. So that was. All right, let me get here. And I'll jump into chat in a second. I just want to make sure no random audio drama pops up. Get out of here. Thank you. Now this should be me, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep, perfect. No random audio, nothing. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that I fucking forgot to change the header for the broadcast, guys. I'm so sorry. It's supposed to read. I thought I did it, but evidently not. So, whatever, that's fine. Whatever. Oopsie daisy. Ugh. I'm terrible. I'm not professional at all. I can't believe it. Ah. I can't believe I did that. Oh, crap. All right. I know where I'm going to start. Oh, my God. See what I mean? If I was safe, that probably wouldn't have happened. Ditto, I'm a lore nut. Yes, Shaliir. Shaliir knows the lore, who also just loves the evasion system. I was doing PvP on DS1 back then we PvP was the end game. Okay, when PvP was the end game. Oh, okay. Thank you, Phantom, for the lurk. Yes, invaders hunting invaders. That's basically my whole shtick. Really, Artie? That's what a blue is. Right. Okay. So the blue thing. I will wear the ring and do a blue. No problem. But I did that to get practice. So for instance, when I beat the game, with the fractured ending by accident with my friends, the next thing I did immediately after that was put my sign down at Millennia and the Elden Beast. Like, I just started doing that because I wanted to play in my world, but with my beefy ass self, but help people because I got helped. I just it's paying it forward. It's not anything weird or different. It's the game. It's just that now you don't have anything to lose. You don't get penalized for dying in somebody else's world as a blue or a cooperator. You have the freedom. And that's the other thing I did in DS3. Not DS3, in Elden Ring. I invaded my friend so that I could see the area without having to worry about, like, do the reconnaissance. And that was great too, because again, it's not a mechanic that you don't think about that. You don't think of using it in that way, rather, um you go, okay, what's the best way to scout out? Well, the best way to scout anything is to be invisible. And the only way to be invisible in that game, aside from trickery and trinkets, is did we do it? Yes. Is to be an invader or a duelist. And again, I thought that was brilliant because I was like, well, you got to really trust someone or know someone who would be willing to do that for you. And not everybody has that luxury. A lot of people, like Cook, perfect example. Cook played this game mostly solo. It was only, when I was able to get with it, but he was blowing past me because I just wasn't able to get with it until later, where we're playing Elden Ring together, but he's got a lot open so that we can go and then I can show him, like, hey, have you found this cave? Have you found that cave? Do you know about that catacomb? And he's like, oh no, I'm gonna go do that. And then there are catacombs. He's like, no. I'm gonna wait for Captain to help me. I'm gonna wait for Captain to help me with Moog and the Mogwin Palace and all that stuff. And I'm like, let's do it. But he played the game mostly offline. So his experience with PvP is with me, where we're running around and I'm like, oh, we're getting invaded. And he's like, oh, this is why I don't play online. I'm like, I know, dude. And I was him once upon a time. So I know his gripe because he wants to just mind his business, be with me, and progress. And now he can't do that because somebody is driving a truck up his ass. Oh my gosh. All right. We are almost done with all the background stuff. Sorry guys. This is taking like 5,000 years to just set this up. And again, I try to be a captain of my word. So the many hours I had yesterday doing stuff, I had to stop and then go to a prior engagement. And then last night I got home smelling like fire, tuned into Metal Stream, stayed up like an hour past when I should have slept, and then just like passed out. Woke up this morning, my first alarm went off and I was like, fuck you. Second alarm went off and I was like, I don't think so. My 6 o'clock alarm went off and I was like, all right, I gotta get up. I gotta do the things. I have to make sure things are working. I gotta tweak stuff. Oh, sugar. Oh, no, I did it right. I don't like this delay shit. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. There we go. That should do it. And then I got one more, and then it's it. Then I can go get my safety supplies and leave you guys with some stuff that I've been working on. Now, again, I'm going to reiterate this because a lot of people weren't in the stream when I stated this fact. I have a lot of stuff planned. However, I'm not going to be able to implement today because of technical difficulties and technical bullshit. It's just blame it on tech stuff, okay? Let's just blame it on that. So, that being said, for the podcast upload for YouTube, I will be implementing the things that I didn't get to for this podcast. But again, hey, thank you everybody for bearing with me. Sorry for the late start. Okay. Let's go. What is happening? No. Oh, Shaliir, do not try and force your romantic camaraderie on the rest of us. Some Reds who want to kill each other is baked into the lore. Oh, really? Yes, we know. Yeah, this time around. I don't know about DS3 though, but this time around, yeah. Audio, highly professional streamer. That's me, Fathom. What's the difference between dying to an enemy PvE and another player in the exact same location? Because I've never experienced the feeling of disliking invasions. Oh, Flamingo, welcome in. All right, that's done. Right back at you, buddy. Sorry, I'm catching up. Um, well, you bring up a fantastic point, Shalier. What is the difference? I think the difference is that the AI doesn't have a choice. I think that's what it boils down to is that, you know, someone is choosing to be a dick. Like, there's a difference. I never call an invader who's coming into my world waving or bowing, to let me know, like, all right, it's on. Let's fuck each other up, Like, I'm down with that shit. It's the other ones that choose to do the other things that they do that piss me off. Because it's just, well, it used to piss me off. Now it's just disappointing because, again, I don't have that feeling of, I have something to lose. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Something happened here. Hold on. Oh, shit. No. Okay. All right. That's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, that delay again, man. It's creeping me out. It wouldn't be so bad if I was safe, like I said, because the time dilation when you're safe is fantastic, especially for me. But I think it's just that the AIs are lore wise, lore driven. But they're programmed to be aggressive assholes. Roid ragers. Whereas the PvPers are not. They are choosing to be, and I think that's the difference. The complete golem, the magic golem in Caelid. Yes, Shaliir. I've heard it referred to as complete golem because it's not all broken and it's got all its arsenal. And the magic one because of the cute little balls it tries to kill you with. Yeah, no, yes. Almost made a boo-boo, but I fixed it. Man, this keyboard's loud. I can hear that shit in my ear. All right, I think I got it. I think I got everything. Shit. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, I'm gonna catch up with chat, and I'm gonna set this back up because I'm sure you guys are tired of watching the same freaking screen over and over again. I do apologize. It's usually like that for the podcast anyway, but still, I had things prepared. Okay, I'm gonna get these guys out of here because I don't remember which ones they are. Using the wrong fucking button. Why isn't this working? There it is. All right. Remove. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna load this up, and while I do that, I'm gonna catch up with chat because I am very behind. And then I will go ahead and leave you with it, and I will go grab my safeties, and I will come back, and then we'll get into it. I also need a drink. I didn't come prepared. I've been in this room for fucking hours. Oh my god. Instead of popping runes, you could be summoned because if you die, your runes stay in your pocket. What do you mean? What are we talking about? Shaliir, I do not comprehend. Oh, you could be a summon. Right. Exactly. And that's how I did it. I became a summon, co-op, a blue, just so I could get a better feel. And then I realized that the best way to just go about playing this game in any sort of co-op at all is to run around with the shit, half of which I already run around with because I love consumable. I love throwables. I love that. I'm a big fan. But just because you never know what you're gonna run into, and I think that's the lesson. At the end of the day, I honestly think that is the lesson being conveyed: is be fucking prepared. You don't know what you're gonna run into, especially when you have a variable, a wild card factor, aka PvP. You have a real person sitting behind that avatar that's thinking and reacting to your every move. Whereas the monsters, okay, so in Dark Souls 1 and 2, they would follow you forever, right? In Dark Souls 3, they kind of just like, I'm a hollow. I've lost interest. Oh, what's that pretty thing over there? And then they leave you alone. Elden Ring, to a point, yeah, it's like 50-50. There's certain things that will keep fucking following you in Elden Ring. And it's so bizarre. And then there are other things that are just like, I have better things to do. I'm going to go back to digging in this grass here real quick. I'll catch you later. Don't come back. Stuff like that. Catching up. I think everyone should have to play the game. Okay, Shaliir. I think everyone should have to play the game at level 1 so that everyone can learn that Souls Rune Blood Echoes are worthless. Yeah, I'm aside from the night challenge, Lambo's night squad challenge run, I've never done a challenge run until I decided, you know what? This sounds like fun. I would have never thought that would have sounded like fun ever. I cannot believe I forgot to change the headline. I've been on Twitch all fucking morning and I forgot to change my headline. I'm just so bad. So bad. Cook, hi Cook. I finally got down to you. Holy crap. Wait a minute. Where am I? Shaliir, yeah, for my base level invader, I've played through the game up to the fire giant in Loretta in the Halleck tree. Right. I actually just edited that video for you. There's more edits I wanted to make, but time. Yep, okay, that's good. Shaliir. Oh, earlier you mentioned there's a wrong way to play. I believe there is one singular wrong way to play, and that's being a very over-leveled phantom just destroying their way through the host game, and the host never learns how to play the game in any capacity. I agree. Timmy, the host, isn't the one in the wrong for summoning their buddy, Jimbo. Jimbo is is in the wrong because he's not giving his friend the opportunity to learn how the game works and really experience it. Yes, I do agree with that. Learning, I'm a visual learner more than anything, but like, I gotta see it and feel it. Yes, tell me, lead me to the spot, but I need to be able to fight these monsters. So if you're doing all the killing and you're doing all the, like the finding things, I don't know where you found that. I didn't know there was a chest here. I didn't know there was a ladder here, because you kicked it. I didn't know I was supposed to kick it. So when I play by myself and I'm wondering why this ladder's not down, then I'm like, fuck, I didn't realize that. That was a kicking thing, Magic. Oh, Flamingo Raider. Magic in Dark Souls 3 is silly strong. I've heard. Magic in DS3 is the weakest it's ever been to the series. And yet, still silly strong, like you said, Flamingo. Kalid's only fault is that the swamp part isn't even bigger. See, and there's Shaliir. Shaliir's like, give me more fucking swamp, bitches. Make it bigger. I have to have bulbuses or I'll die. Make them shits. It would definitely force people to craft. Like, there are people who literally don't craft in the game. And I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I need to craft everything. Flamingo to Shaliir. It's a weird one though. The most fun I had in that game was doing the night only build, especially during the Gale fight. Oh my god, Gale. I can't get into Gale. Me and Flamingo had this conversation. I hate Gale. I don't hate him for who he is. I hate the fact that he has infinite fucking stamina and you can't breathe. Like, I fought Gale with my friend Nick for hours and we took a break and then he took a break. He said, we'll do it tomorrow. I'm like, okay. But I was determined to say, fuck it, I'm going to do it tonight. So I stayed up playing it I didn't go to bed till 5:30 in the morning. Meanwhile, I got him so close to the feeling I would have gotten to be able to have done that fight by myself would have been over the moon. But the feeling I got for getting close, I think deserves some merit and praise because I was getting him 1 to 2 hits before he pulled out some bullshit stamina maneuver. And I'm like, really? Because I had no fucking green bar to breathe. And I just hit you. Did it tickle? That should at least, give me some breathing room. So the next day, my hand hurt like a motherfucker. And I was like, we're doing this. And, lunchtime rolls around. We get on it. All right, let's go. And I told Nick, I said, I stayed up till 5:30 fighting him. And I would get him between, 1 or 2 hits of life left. And he's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. So I think we fought him 3 times. And this is the lesson that goes into determination and being able to learn someone else. And what and more, you learn you and someone else. So the first time we died in second phase, I believe. The second time we died, he died in phase 1. I got to phase 2. And the third time, and this is the fastest turnover I've ever had, I think, in any of the boss fights in any of the games. The third time we went in, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. We're ready. Ate our little fucking stamina boosters. And Nick got killed in the first phase. So that left all of second phase for me with his health more. And he was like, oh man, I beat him by myself basically with more health because after Nick died in phase 1, I had to carry it and I'm still on the headset with him and I'm just like, fuck, and being quiet. Oh, shit. No. Just doing that. And he's like, oh my God, you're still fighting him? You still alive? Go ahead. And then I kill him. And he's like, yo. I can't believe you did it by yourself. And I was just, so again, there are different levels of the feeling of satisfaction and elation and triumph that you get depending on what you're doing. And because I thought, man, I wanted to do this. I wanted to do it by myself. I wanted to kill him, not because of any pride or like bragging rights, but just because I knew I could do it. And I wanted to prove myself right to me. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. It wasn't like I was going to help him do it in his game. So when I beat him in the third time, it was over. He was like, all right, we're coming in my game. We're kicking this guy's ass. Let's go. It took a few tries. And then I think maybe 5 or 6, maybe. Nothing major. Because after that, the game was over. And then we started the next new game. And just started playing from there. But I remember like the elation of beating him after I beat him in my game and Nick's game, and him just still reeling at the fact that I was able to do this guy, kill this boss who we were struggling with for 2 days, like Madeir, but I was able to do it harder than just me going in there. I was having a hard time with just me going in there by myself. But when you add that extra health, it really it can turn the tables. You know, it can make or break the fight. And now when your cooperators are gone, it's just you, and you're just like, oh my god, can I do this? And me, I'm thinking, oh, you're going down. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're just so massively determined. All right, chatting. Silly. Kayla's bigger. Uh, yeah, it's a weird one. Oh wait, no, we read that. Yes, that was the whole point of the covenants and DSA. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, it's a weird one though. The most fun I had in that game was doing the night only build, especially during the Gale fight. Yes, that's what the whole point of covenants is. And again, covenants. I'm not really. Whatever. You know, I don't know what the fuck. As an invader, Shaliir, I am okay. So Shaliir, as an invader, I'm the good guy. I'm protecting these lands from these insane murder hobos running around killing the citizens in mass and breaking into people's homes, stealing their family treasures. You're a hero, Shaliir. You're the good guy. I love that Melania left her butterfly mark on Caleb. Yep. Captain, I could teach you to do PvP. I have trained a few god tier PvP. Hey, Artie, I'm down. I am so down. I know you took a break. Welcome back, Kodiak. I know you took a break from Elden Ring. I'm always down. I think my biggest problem is just I've gotten better at PvP because of just having more patience and not being so. But you know, parrying, boy oh boy, and the nuances to certain things, it's just like I don't, they're over my head. Flamingo Raider, also did I miss something, or is there meant to be something happening on the screen? No, I mean, you're good, you're seeing that for right now because I am not a professional streamer and I'm busy doing shit in the background. My friends call me Cook. How are you streaming right now? Don't you have like 85 hours of editing to do? Yeah, I did them all in like 2 days. I was just putting the while I've been sitting here talking to you guys, I've been trying to put them in a spot where they can actually be played, that you guys can watch them. And again, of course, fucked up the title, so it doesn't say podcast blah blah blah. That it just says the thing from last time because I'm terrible. What I miss, Kodiak, we're talking about the fact that PvPers aren't terrible. It's only those choice few. And really, you can play Elden Ring however the fuck you want. There is no wrong way to play it. I don't believe that. I don't like when people say, that's not how you're supposed to play it. You're supposed to do that. Like, supposed to? That's a heavy word. Shaliir. So another thing real quick about player mentality in retaliations to the invasion system. In Dark Souls 1, the asshole of the game doesn't invade you. You invade him. And when you invade him, he's chilling in a dead level with his two buddies summoned. Is it a gank? Oh my god. Is it a gank? Miyazaki himself thinks gankers are dorks, but some people enjoy being gankers, so Miyazaki made sure to allow players to do it. Flamingo Raider. I helped so many people beat the Elden Beast, my least favorite boss. Oh my god, dude. Remember? Remember that dragon? I have. So there's a big joke. It's been going since I got Dark Souls 3 that my Miyazaki games are haunted. Because there's weird shit that happens in my games, and people who are playing with me see it, and or they don't see it, and they're like, "What the fuck? I've been playing this game since it came out. I've never seen that before." Shaliir trying to decide if it's too early to text my dude so I can get safe. Yeah, I know, man. It's 11:55 here. Shaliir, it's the invaders like me who snipe people off of ledges and hide in the dark corners of the environment to get a sneaky assassin backstab on you. Yeah. You animal, Shaliir. I think I've found a good karmic balance for the invasions. Always avoid killing the hosts until they're the only one left. Give drops like Bulbuses to new players, guide them to secrets. Yep, that's what I do. I hate Gale, not for the mechanics, but for the lore. See, now I didn't know all about his lore. Flamingo kind of brought me to speed with that, like put it into perspective, and I was like, I still hate him, but yeah, I can see why some might be charmed by him. I don't. I hate him. I just fucking hate him. If you try to learn me, you'll end up in the insane asylum. Right, Echo. I'm not trying to. I'm. Echo, I love your hairdo. Can I just say? Your brother sent me a video of you guys yesterday eating out side in the new deck back there, which looks, oh my god, it's so cool. I love it. But your hair, you look like you got electrocuted. I love it. You actually remind me of the guy from oh my god, what is that damn band? It's not Mudvayne, is it? No, 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 no. Oh, Static X. You got the Static X Wayne hair. Congrats, you truly embodied the concept of getting good. Yes, I'm generally very proud of you. Yeah, in DS1 there's literally an NPC gank. Dark Eater Midir is the worst. Oh my god, Midir. Now, I'd rather fight Midir all day than fight Gale. I tell you that right out straight up. I love how we're talking about DSD3 and it's an Elden Ring stream, but it's the same fucking shit. And since I didn't put a fucking heading properly in the goddamn podcast, it doesn't matter. Oh, anyone who has access to Elden Ring right now and have the Miquella Knight Sword, can you check if it has sheath? Hello, Ori! Ahoy, hoy! Welcome in. Sorry, my headline is not reflective of what we're doing because I'm terrible. My hair is wild right now. Yo, that shit has its own zip code. I love it. I love it. I saw you and I was like, is that why you wear a hat? How do you keep your hat on your head? Midir is an amazing fight, and I'll hear nothing else on the matter. It works. Okay, so you can hear me, you can see the screen, all that fun stuff. Great. I am happy. All right, I'm moving stuff around. I've caught up with chat. Let me see. I don't know if I want to do that one. I think I'm going to just skip that shit. Hold on. I'm just moving things along. It's getting set up. Yeah, ugh. Like, I was gonna talk to one of my safety officers, you know, but I ran out of time, you know, and I already owe my safety officer. I don't want to owe them more, you know. That's always a problem. I'm just like, whatever. But safety is key, you know. Safety is key. But yeah, I'm setting this up. We're going to get into it. I'm going to go grab some safety stuff shortly. Go put in the thing thong. I'm going to hopefully cross my fingers, make sure I didn't fuck anything up and everything works. Let's leave that open. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see. Let me... Oh, I didn't close this. All right. So, if everything works the way it's supposed to, I think... we'll be okay. And I think it's set up the way it's supposed to be. Who the fuck knows? I have no idea. What I do know is that I am not ready, which is why I posted that in Discord. but back to the topic before I get any further. There's two things that I take away from the whole experience with Dark Souls 3 and now Elden Ring. Elden Ring, actually 3. With Elden Ring, I can load that game up at any time of the day or night and be in it with any character and still find some shit I never saw before. And I've been playing this game since launch. I had it pre-ordered. The fact that I can still come across things that I didn't know about. And I've been tramping around this game trying to find new stuff. And then when I'm not trying, it happens. That for me, big. Then the experience. The experience, how much elbow room you have as a player, and how much there is to learn for your player is exciting. I like because you can pick and choose what you want and what you don't not want, and that's it, you know. And then if somebody gives you a tip like, hey, you know, if you use this and this, that'll make that like 20% more effective. Oh, holy shit, I didn't know. Because they don't hold your hand, they don't tell you anything. Speaking of which, not holding your hand, lore is huge. And I think there are certain like players, I don't think, I know there's certain players out there that are not thrilled at the fact that the DLC is going to be heavy lore based, or they think it's going to be heavy lore based because of the trailers and the fact that we got a story cinematic trailer, and you know, and I'm like, you are maybe the few little trickly percent out there that doesn't pay attention to item descriptions, that doesn't care about where this was found and why it's important and why it's interesting that it was found in this location. Why, you know, why does this happen at this certain part of the game? Why does this occur in this area? How come you're finding these enemies in these 3 areas but nowhere else? Stuff like that. These are just people who are playing the game to play the game, and or to play the game to PvP. Now I know people like Grin. He doesn't know much about the lore. He plays for the PvP, but he's not a dick about it. He's like, yeah, I don't know about the lore. And then you tell him, he goes, oh, really? I didn't know that. And now it's just another little, you know, knowledge nugget that he has. He's not like, well, I don't care about that. I don't play for that stuff. That's not important to me. Because then our conversation is going to be a little more dwindled. You know, having an open mind about all the aspects of the game, including PvP, is helpful. And I think a lot of people just get tied up. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people who are super focused on the lore more than the gameplay. And I get it. But then that's the other shoe. It's like, well, you would get more lore bits if you actually ran around this place and weren't a chicken shit about it, you know? And like just, but again, running around in these games and exploring is not easy. It's the hardest franchise to appreciate. And I know that FromSoft knows this because they put so much effort and detail and time into making these places beautiful and creepy, and you want to stop and look, but every time you look at something, someone's trying to eat your feet, you know, like those precious Miyazaki feet. That's why you didn't know that in this certain area there's this symbol, and that's also in that other area that you were in 5 areas ago. What does that mean? No, you were too busy running for your life and running for your runes and trying very hard to just make it to the next area that you think is the next area. Then it turns out, oh, it's only a shortcut. Fuck, how do I get out of here? Oh my God, I'm lost. Gotta get to the wiki, you know? Oh, and I'll ask again. I don't know if anybody has noticed the meme. Like, I know it's just been sitting there, but I don't know if anyone's actually like looked at the screen and gotten the meme. It's a niche thing. It's another niche thing. Where am I? Okay, that is that audio level set. Oh, look, my OBS that I haven't seen in forever because I've just been I've just been doing shit in the background. Okay. All right, let me see. All right, I think this will work. I think. Bye, Flamingo. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Have a safe day at work, okay? Or whatever it is that you're doing. Streaming, working, goofing. I'm about to owe my safety officer $3. Uh-oh, potential Mandala effect. Uh-oh. Miquella Knight sword sheath is important for lore stuff and in my game I don't have one. But I've seen the sheath. I swear I'm not going crazy. So, sheath like the Ash of War, like the weapon art? You're talking about Shaliir? And important for lore stuff. Do tell. I will stay beautiful, Flamingo. I will stay beautiful. Thank you. MF watches a lore trailer and gets upset. It's got lore. Right. Laugh out loud, Shaliir. It's like getting pissed off because you walked outside and your grass is green. Yeah, right? That's what I'm talking about. Why? The majority of the community is like, yeah, fucking lore. Answer my goddamn questions. We have them. Answer. Miyazaki managed to turn a foot fetish into extremely important lore. Yeah. The moment I saw the first trailer for Shadow of the Earth Tree and I saw the fucking like the Japanese dragon style lion with the feet, the foot coming down, I was like, oh, there's the feet. All your base are belong to us. I know. Good game. Great writing. Yeah, great. Fantastic writing. The English is great. I want more poorly translated games. Exactly. Oh my God. I'm talking about the scabbard of the sword. The Miquella Knight sword sheath scabbard has a blood star motif on it. Ah, good morning, Frankie. How are you? Congratulations again on your platinum of DS3. Fantastic. I have not done that. I'm so close, but I haven't done it. And I think I probably messed up doing it unless somebody drops me some rings. And then I have to do 2 endings. And then I got it, I think. I may have to infuse something. Oh, I think I have spells to get. Maybe it's 5 things. I don't remember. Fuck it. I don't remember. Tired and driving work. Ugh, so sorry, Frankie. Be safe driving. I'm about to go pop off this shit real quick. Hopefully. It might not work, guys. I'm just telling you now. It's my first rodeo with all these buttons that actually fucking work. So we'll see what happens. But I appreciate all of you for bearing with me. Because I had a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to do, but it's going to be this. And we'll be happy. Especially with the headline being wrong. And I would love to change it, but it doesn't do anything. Here, I'll change it now. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. We're going to change it in real time, folks. What did I do? Nothing. I didn't do anything. It's just Google. Googling. It's Google. Googling. Googleplex. There I am. There we go. All right. Let's see. I'm sorry. Huh. Oh, there it is. Wow, that was weird. I put up Stream Manager and everything was just like black. Shit. The stream info shit is taking 5 years. All right, let's try. Let's try to fucking fix this debacle. Oh my god, yeah. Super slow. There we go. All right, let's see if it worked. Oh, yep. All right. It looks like it worked. It's just a little choppy on that end. Platinum Bloodborne last night. DS3 was a couple of weeks. Oh, that was Bloodborne. Congratulations on Bloodborne. I remember when you did DS3, I was like, wait a minute. Didn't we already talk about that? Congratulations on Platinum Bloodborne. That's awesome. I still haven't done that, not even close. Which is important to my theory that Miquella is the formless mother and is time traveling through dreams to ensure her ascension to being a blood god. Oh, is that your theory? I like that. So there's a blood star on the scabbard. You're welcome, Frankie. DS2 is the only platinum I haven't gotten because fuck them NPC quest lines. Also, completely unrelated to anything, but happy Pride, everyone. I'm proud of you and how gay you are. Yes, happy Pride. My God, Pride started yesterday in Canada, and it's just gonna go like the Canadians got that shit on lock. Like, oh, June 1st, roll that calendar back. Let's go, rainbows. What? All right, let's see.